For 50-year-old female, history of weight loss, otherwise healthy looking. This is the aorta in midline in the epigastric region. Superior mesenteric artery is arising from it. Now these are multiple lymph nodes seen in this region. You see, these are the lymph nodes. This is the lymph node. This is 1, 2, 3. Not only in this region, parapancreatic region. This is the tissue of the pancreas. This is in transfer section in the epigastric region. This is a lymph node. This is a lymph node on this. Now this is another lymph node. This is aorta. Now this is the portal vein. This is the vessel. See, now you see the differentiation between the vessels and the lymph nodes. Aorta, superior mesenteric artery. Now celiac axis, common hepatic artery. See the lymph nodes. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are also lymph nodes. So multiple lymph nodes are seen in the para-aortic, paraceliac. Now there is a bunch of lymph nodes seen in the region of the, see, this is the portal vein. Portosplenic conference. This is the portosplenic conference. This is the portal vein. See, this is the lymph node. This is another lymph node. These are matted lymph nodes in this region. This I have shown you. Now I'm coming down, and you see on the both sides of the vertebral column, paravertebral region, enlarged lymph nodes are seen on both sides. These are all globular areas that you are seeing. These are all lymph nodes, and they are on the both sides of the vertebra, bilateral paravertebral plan lymphadenopathy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly, now I'm coming down to the iliac region, left iliac region. You see, this is small amount of fluid. Ascites is seen. This is fluid. These are the bowels floating in it. You will see it better in this view. Okay. Well, this is a bowl. This is not a mass, but these are bowls. You see there are multiple lymph nodes seen. Again, the pelvis is normal. The pelvis is, nothing is there in the pelvis. Uterus and nexa is normal. This is the postmenopausal uterus, surrounded by fluid. This is the uterus, endometrial canal, fluid, bowels floating, urinary bladder. See the bowels floating within this small amount of fluid in the peritoneal cavity. Along with this adenopathy, now I'm going to focus the spleen. This is the spleen in longitudinal section. Splenic vein and splenic artery you can see rising from the hilum. These are in length. The normal dimension of spleen is 12 centimeters, and in this patient it measures approximately 20 centimeters, so significantly alive. This is the transverse section of the spleen. It should not increase 6 centimeters. Here it is 8.3 centimeters. The spleen is alive, both in length and in width. So we have seen a case in which there is a lymphadenopathy extending from the epigastric region down up to the parailiac region, paravertebral location, para-aortic location, this is the IVC, and otherwise the liver is normal. See, the liver is normal, except for few lymph nodes at the paraceliac and paraportahepatic region. Both kidneys are in fact normal. No small mass effect is seen on this right kidney, and because there is, we do see dilation of all the calyces. On the right side, and left is also showing mild hydronephrosis, possibly because of the mass effect. These are the calyces on the left side. Mild dilation because of the mass effect from the paravertebral location, multiple enlarged lymph nodes. Here you see this is the right kidney, in which you can see the dilation. This is the transverse section, and the dilation of the ureter as well. This is the proximal ureter, the liver, the gallbladder. This is our case of the day. Thank you very much.